Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK Journey video. In this video we're going to be going through the top Supreme Arena defenses I've come up with for this week. We're going to lead it off with the free-to-play team. So free-to-play team number 1 is going to be a Gala team being buffed up by Hugin and Rowan. And then we also have Siren in the back, another damage dealer. Tessio will be buffing up Siren. And then we have Nero in front of Siren for that charm quality bonus, which is pretty big, especially if you have the mythic charms of Nero. And then also Nero will immediately cast his ultimate, taking a potential enemy Lily May interruption so that all of my other heroes can follow up with their ultimates. And Seismic Spell as well is really good synergy with this team. It gives the range defense, which synergizes with Tessio. Also, all of my heroes are ranged, so they're not going to be entering the enemy's battlefield. And that means we're going to get the maximum duration of Seismic Spell. And also just dealing a lot of damage. And when Gala can cast an ultimate, it should be nuking the enemy as well. So really good, free-to-play friendly team you can run for team number 1. So team number 2 is going to be everyone on the Twin Stellar Bond. It is a Graveborn team. We have the Downlinger map effect, which is going to cause all of your team and all enemies as well to have reduced energy gains, but the hero, which is the rearmost, is going to have the lowest reduction, so they're going to be able to cast, their ultimate probably first. So the way we have it arranged is definitely Pack Bond spell for the survival, and we have Ludovic in a position that he'll be healing up 3 of my team, which is, we want him to be healing as much as possible. Twins are going to be buffing up everyone, providing all of their buff value to them, and we have Bonnie in a position that she's not going to be easily jumped by a Sylvina. We also have Damon buffing up Shamira, and then we have Ludovic to be healing, as we said. So the important thing about this team is that it is just really a turtle team with the Pack Bond spell, and we're going to have the Grim Executioner ultimate going off first. He also begins with 600 pre-fill energy, so the thing about Grim Executioner, he's already probably going to ult first, and so if there's a Lily May, he'll take it. If there's not, then he'll just, group them up with his ultimate, and then we're just going to have Shamir follow it up with an ultimate or twins, and with all the healing and protection, we should be good to basically survive. That is the whole idea behind this comp, and it's using free-to-play friendly heroes. It should be good for you. And then team number 3 is going to be the free-to-play team number 3, which is using, again, heroes which probably all of you have built up. It's an Iron Almas comp, but we have the Snowstorm to take a Lily May interruption. Then Iron's going to group everyone up, which is pretty good for this map, because they're already pretty grouped to begin with. Raven is going to be buffing up Lily May and Tassi in the back. And Divine Favor also buffing up Lily May and Tassi. So basically, this is like a kind of modification from what I've recommended in the previous weeks, but I think it should be good. You have Tassi with the Divine Favor, with the Ravion buff. She's going to hit pretty hard. Iron's going to group them up, then Tassi's going to jump on them and stun them and deal damage, and then hopefully Tassi can get off an alternate during the course of this match, and Lily May as well is going to hit hard and interrupt. So that's the whole idea behind this comp. I think it's a really good option for a free-to-play team. And hopefully these work out well for you. So let's move over to the mid teams. So moving on to the mid teams, team number 1 is going to be identical to the free-to-play team number 1, so not really much to talk about here. But for team number 2, it is going to be using Callan instead. And now this team is definitely probably going to be better running Callan rather than Bonnie, because it synergizes more with that, super stally strategy. Callan is going to be protecting, shielding everyone. Ludovic again healing. We're going to have Pack Bond spell. It's going to have great survival. And I really have found that Shamira with the twins, with Damon, with Callan, with healing from Ludovic, really this is really an effective way of basically tanking and then bouncing back and having Shamira kill the entire enemy team. So this should be a really good team if you have Callan Supreme Plus with a skill upgrade. Definitely this team should work out really well for you. And then team number 3 is going to be Theodore Shakira combo with otherwise the same heroes in the back. So I decided to still run the Tassi and Lily May, because I think having that, combined threat of 2 damage dealers in the back rather than, just Pheromore and Lily May and Pheromore buffing Lily May, I think Tassi is more of a kill threat. And also what the whole plan is here, again, we're going to have Snowstorm to take a Lily May interruption. Shakira's going to jump into their face with the Theodore energy boosting. Tassi's then going to jump on top of them with the stunning and her damage. And Lily May Ravion are just going to be, dealing their damage as well and interrupting. So this is an overall, hopefully going to be a very effective team. Overall, pretty free-to-play friendly as well if you have these heroes built, like Theodore plus 10 exclusive equipment, Shakira plus 10 exclusive equipment. That's basically the bare minimum for this comp. Otherwise, you can run the free-to-play teams before this. So that is going to be it for the mid-teams, and before we move on to the pay-to-win teams, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please consider using my affiliate link for the official Farlight Store. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus Dragon Crystals on your purchase. My affiliate link is in the description of this video in a pinned comment, and you can actually bookmark this link in your browser, and whenever you're planning to make a purchase, just return return to the bookmark link and make your purchase. It will support me and be greatly appreciated. So thank you all so much for the support. So now we're moving on to the pay-to-win team. So pay-to-win team number 1 is going to be Marcel Lightbearer combo rather than Galahad. And now the other thing is, for example, if you do not have Mahira built and you want to run this Marcel Lightbearer team, definitely you should go for it, and you can still run the same Nero Siren strategy as we showed in the free-to-play lineups. Basically, if you have Marcel built, then you should probably be using Marcel rather than Galahad in this comp, and you can run it even in the free-to-play setups. However, for the overall top team, for the pay-to-win, we're going to be running Mahira as well, because Mahira is going to have that crowd control at the beginning, also because of her charm quality bonus and her bonus damage dealt onto enemies who are charmed or entranced. Marcel is going to hit really hard right out of the gate. We have the Seismic Swell. It's a fully ranged team, have that synergy, and we have Siren in the back being buffed up by the Tessio Phantom. This is overall going to be a really good team that you can run for team number 1. And like I said, you can replace Mahira for Nero, no problem. It's still going to be a very strong team. Team number 2 is going to be kind of like a modified version of the same team that Iowa is running even in the mid-level. It has Kalin, but rather than having Damon, we're going to have Kulu. The reason for this is Kulu gives another range defense buff to the team. She walls off the enemy, so that provides more added protection for the team. And then we're going to have Grim Executioner buffing up Shmira for damage, Ludovic again for that healing, and then Kalin pretty central position to be shielding everyone, and with the Pack Bond spell. And Kulu will be able to get off her ultimate earlier because she has this unique map effect, being in the rearmost hero. And so hopefully that damage can also come in and allow us to get an advantage. So this is going to be a really good turtle comp with the Pac-Bomb spell. Definitely a good idea to run. And if you don't have Kulu, you can just run the version with Damon like we showed you in the mid setup of teams. Team number 3 is going to be the most pay to win, of course. It is the Dunlinger Thalia Saida core, which is the strongest core in PvP in the current meta. Now, when Alna comes out, maybe I'll make an updated video, because Alna definitely is going to be seeing use in the pay to win set of teams. There's no question about it. I haven't thought about which team to be running her with yet, but we will, you know, do some testing when Alna is out. But for right now, it still is Dunlinger Thalia Saida running the show. We have the Starblast spell as well, because the thing about it, you can run Soothing spell. It's very effective and good for the more, it's more protective. But Starblast spell is more offensive. And with a team like this, you can afford to go offensive because you have Saida with multiple lives. You have Athalia, you know, who is just going to keep dealing damage. You have Igor for that, you know, long-term, basically the long-term value on the team, just bouncing around. And so we're going for more offensive with Starblast spell. The advantage of this is it provides really useful buffs when it does proc. The stat distribution of the artifact is also really good. So it's going to give me more kill pressure, trying to shut down the enemies quicker with the Thalia damage and even Saida damage. And Saida is going to be protected with a Dunlinger Bell because we want her to cast her ultimate and begin getting those Drain Seeds on the floor. We of course want a Lucia Phantom buffing up Athalia. And I wanted to give Aliceth's buff to Igor because Igor is the only other ranged hero here. I could have given it to Lucia as well. You could also give this to the Lucia Phantom if you wanted to, this buff of Aliceth. But I don't know, I just decided to give it to the Igor. I think he's going to be surviving for longer. If you don't have Aliceth, you could probably replace her for Bonnie. It would be a pretty effective option. You could even think about running Damon, for example, if you don't have even, you know, if you don't have Igor either, you can run Damon. Damon and Bonnie, basically, these are two leftover heroes, which we haven't used in the pay-to-win set of teams, which are going to be great options for you. You could definitely also try Ravion. Like, you know, you could have Ravion in the back. Could have Ravion Lily May combo. This would also be very strong. But basically, as a summary, Dunlinger, Athalia, and Saida are the cores of this comp, and you can replace Aliceth or Igor for heroes like Damon, Bonnie, Lily May, Ravion. All would be good options. Even Tassi, potentially. Depending on what you have, you can mix and match and hopefully get a really good ranking in this week. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you all so much for watching. And if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight Store. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. My affiliate link is in the description of this video and a pinned comment, and you can actually bookmark this link in your browser, and whenever you're planning to make a purchase, just return to the bookmark link and make your purchase. It will support me and be greatly appreciated. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.